Last week, Occy and I moved here, and in doing so fulfilled a lifelong dream, becoming custodians to this slice of paradise tucked away in the rainforest. I have big plans for this property, driven by a desire to live more sustainably and connect closer to the natural world around me. I don't have any formal building experience, and there is a lot of building work to be done on this property, especially to the beautiful little rustic cabin. However, I'm all about learning as we go. I have no doubt there's going to be some steep learning curves, but that doesn't mean we can't have fun along the way. Grab your coffee as the first guests are about to arrive. Come on up. So Dad and Judy have arrived, and they are the first guests to be camping at the property. What do you think? Not a bad spot for it. Perfect view from the loo. Cheers, guys.
Cheers, Matt.
Lunch.
Great spot.
Yeah. And thank you for all your help already.
Best cafe we've been to.
Look at the A-team go. What are we? Just a little bit of dog hair, Judy. Appreciate you both. Dad and Judy, the muscle, have caught up to me. They have come to visit the property. They have the best campsite in the house. They're giving me a little bit of a hand at the moment, and honestly, it's just so nice to have them here. Occy doing nothing to help. Looking for those paddy melons. We've got the convoy. This space is looking way better. We've added an extra row here to make the van parking even more glorious. You're going to now have a little deck for the view. You're going to have like an Occy shaped stencil in the path. There's literally rocks landing on him. On your time, off. On your time, we'll keep going. Dad, our supervisor, fast asleep on the job. You're meant to be overseeing operations, Ock. So when Steve put in this path, I imagine it was him, what he's done is he's literally put the path in and he's just made it go around the pile of pebbles and rocks that was here. And for those of you that know me at all, it could not stay like that. So we are now just straightening up the path. Guy, 65. Much better. Wouldn't you agree, buddy? I think that's a tick of approval. Me and Ock are both just soaking up this glorious winter sunshine. I want to acknowledge here that it probably looks right now that I have just put Dad and the muscles straight to work. And I want to assure you all, this is not a slave labour camp here. There has been plenty of beautiful downtime moments as well. However, the truth is this project is a huge project to take on for just one person. Along with all the really big jobs, there's also so many small jobs that need doing. And even though I'm totally happy to be plugging away at those, I think after seeing me struggle in isolation during the van build, my friends and family are just keen to come and give me a helping hand. And hey, let's face it, it's not a bad spot to come visit. I know I'm incredibly fortunate to have such an amazing support network around me, but even with that being the case, there are still times when I feel overwhelmed. For me personally, what's made a huge difference is regular check-ins with my therapist, as it's helped give me the tools I need to cope when it all feels like too much. As a lot of you know, I've been seeing my therapist through BetterHelp for over 2 years now, and I'm stoked that they're once again sponsoring today's video, as I truly believe having access to a good therapist is so important for your mental well-being. BetterHelp's mission is to make therapy more affordable and more accessible, and this is so important because finding a therapist can be really hard, especially if you're limited to only your local area. BetterHelp is a platform that makes finding a therapist easier because it's online, it's remote, and by just filling out a few questions, BetterHelp can match you with a professional therapist in as little as a few days. And just a little side note here, I actually didn't mesh that well with the first therapist I was matched with, but BetterHelp makes it super easy to change therapists and it's free of charge, and I'm so glad I did because my second therapist is an absolute gem and now I couldn't imagine not having sessions with her. If there's something you're struggling with personally, please don't bottle things up. I highly encourage you to consider online therapy through BetterHelp. Head to betterhelp.com/Maxinoki, that's help, H-E-L-P. I'll link that in the description below as well, and they will give you 10% off your first month of therapy. Thanks again to BetterHelp for supporting this channel. I better go see what Dad and Judy are up to because this is their last afternoon, and then I have new guests arriving. That's right, buddy. Bye! Bit tight around that corner. The next lot arrive. Sam and Jess are back. For me, this is what it's all about, being able to host friends and family in this beautiful space. I don't have any intention of becoming a hermit while I'm here. I know there's a lot of work to be done, but at the same time, I'm really being mindful of living in the moment, enjoying the here and now. You don't have to smile while you clean, Sam. Actually is coming off pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh. No money in the bag. Yeah, that was a biggie this morning.
That was tough. This is the before and after. We're not up to after
I'll do
yet.
half.
Okay.
More glorious after, and you can see the fire in the fire.
That's true. I can see Alfred through it really clearly. I have done my best to just plug up any spots for water to leak in this shower, just so it can hold strong, literally, and not fall through the floor here until I get the other bathroom made. I'm filming a little before and after here because my mop has finally arrived and I've never been so excited to mop a surface. First mop in the house. I have a feeling it hasn't been done for quite a while. Hey Elk, you excited? Yeah, he's cleaning too. Look at this difference. Let's have a look. That's off just that corner. Oh, Steve. That is 100 times better. And you can kind of get an idea where it's wet, how nicely it's going to come up when I sand and polish it all. Have a look at, they are disgusting. Just a little overdue. Got just a few vans going on here. Masters in innovation here. I call it the electric wheelbarrow. Oh dear, he's gone up. Almost. We have the first snake spotting on the property, and look this guy. That is a python, and wow. He's a biggie. Come closer. This is where I need my zoom. Wow, he's beautiful. Say bye, Ock. It is actually raining for the first time since I've been on the property here. So over 2 weeks in the rainforest, no rain. It's beautiful. I am loving it. It kind of feels like everything's getting a real refresh. There was a bit of kind of dust and stuff over all the leaves because it had been particularly dry at the moment going through El Nino, and this is just freshening everything up and topping up my tanks. So thank you, rain. And another reason that it is really important, and I'm glad it's raining, is because I want to see this property in all of its different weather states, because as a lot of you know, I am deep in the planning for where different things are going, including a shed and everything. So I want to see where water runs off, where it collects, and yeah, it's just all about accruing that knowledge and getting more familiar with my new home here. And the birds are kind of going crazy too. And I don't know if you can hear it in the background there, but there's a giant owl that lives in the area here. I've only spotted him once, but see if you can hear him. There he is. Good morning, buddy. Good to see you again. You are honestly the biggest kookaburra I've ever seen. And I need to name you. Mate, you are an absolute beauty. This guy has been here every day with me, and I cannot believe how unfazed by me he is. I think this is his place and I'm just kind of just living on it for now. This is how close I am right now. Good morning. It is another beautiful rainy day at the property, and I am still waking up. This morning, Sam and I are leaving because in the background of all this research and little works going on the property so far, I've also been on the hunt for a really good secondhand vehicle that I can get that's going to be kind of my work truck while I do all the build here. As you can imagine, I don't want to be throwing all building material and stuff into my beautiful van, but on top of that, the road in and out of here is really, really bumpy, and I'm worried that if I'm driving it most days in my van, I'm going to tear the cabinetry apart. So I've found one that looks really, really good. Considering it's 10 years old, looks like it's in perfect nick. So fingers crossed it's the one. Let's go see. Here she is. Nice. Everyone, meet Rocky. Rocky, meet everyone. You right? Rocky is a 2013 Volkswagen Amarok four-wheel drive, and it is a ute or a truck. That's a canopy on the back there, so it has plenty of grunt, plenty of storage. It kind of looks perfect from afar, but is far from perfect. It's got over 200,000 Ks on the belt. It's got hail damage and also some paint delamination, all of which kind of led to me seemingly getting it for a steal. Stoked with the buy. Welcome to the family, Rocky. Rocky is going to serve as the property's workhorse, my commuter into town, and really the van's protector, so I can keep the van preserved well into the future and use it just for what it's designed for, which is fun adventures. I am sensing a bit of side eye from the van though. I still love you, van. I'm still getting used to the fact that this is winter weather. Sam and I just moved the desk out of what is to be the new bathroom. As a lot of you know, putting a new bathroom in this cabin is pretty much top priority in terms of the cabin build, because as a lot of you saw, the old bathroom is no longer safe. There's a chance you could put a foot through the floor there at the moment. So I want to use that sparingly and get this new bathroom done as soon as possible. Yeah, I'm going to be learning how to build that bathroom as we go. So that should be interesting. So this is the bathroom space now. This is where it's planned to be. Bath here next to the window. Shower. Vanity. And I'm gonna have to block this window off. For now, while I'm kind of transitioning into full reno mode, I'm just essentially living all in one room. So I've got my bed. That's my couch set up at the moment. Clothes drying, kitchen, fire, and my desk. Unfortunately, today is also the day I say goodbye to Sam and Jess. Jess and Sam actually got me this as a housewarming gift.
Sam agreed that it was a good idea.
Such a great present. It has been so nice having them here. So the other big thing that is happening today, I actually still cannot believe is happening. I am pinching myself. This is going to be the biggest game changer for the cabin renovations themselves, but also just taking care of the property going forward. I am so lucky. Let me put it that way. I have a delivery to pick up. I think all my Christmases have come at once. And I'll show you when we get back. Here we are. That's what we're looking for. For anyone that appreciates good tools, prepare to be a little jealous. The crazy thing is you can only see the edge of it. Oh boy. Who am I kidding? This is better than any Christmas. Sorry, Mum. I want to say a huge thank you to Ryobi. I just can't believe it. Honestly, if you watched my van build series, you know I did it with minimal tools, and to be honest, it made it really tough. And then a few weeks ago, I was visiting Nick from Padula Studios, and he mentioned that the most important thing about building out a workshop is having high quality tools in it. Ryobi happened to see that video, reached out and said they'd love to help me out on the property. All they ask is that I get creative and show that anyone is capable of jobs with the right determination and the right tools. And the best part is all these Ryobi tools are electric powered. So the plan is I'm gonna be able to run them completely off grid. That's the plan, fingers crossed. And I'm gonna get these bad boys on charge because I already wanna start using them. I'm trying to decide which one's my favorite already. I think maybe this one though. That's gonna help with chopping up the wood, ain't it, Ock? Are you as excited as me, Ock? Ock may be a little less enthusiastic about it than me, but he's site foreman, so he's more of a supervisory role. I get all afternoon with the tools and my coffee. I never thought I could have such a fun afternoon just unwrapping boxes, but I'm like a kid in a candy store in there. I could not even get through unboxing them all. Still have a few to go. But Ock, it is time for your walk, buddy. Every afternoon I've been trying to take Ockie for a walk along the road here just because A, he's still on a diet and needs his exercise, but also on top of that, it's a really great way to meet all my neighbours. I've met a few so far and they are just so lovely, and honestly, I'm just so lucky to be in this area, and you know, to have stuff like this happen is not something I ever saw happening in my life, and I guess with that, a lot of you know a couple of years ago, I was in a pretty dark place with everything that happened then. And if you are in a dark place now, I want to say things truly can get better. I'm just so happy to be here, and time does help. Come on, buddy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's walk time, isn't it, huh? Hey? Oh, is that your croc? Is that your croc? He's a bit wet. Yeah. Hey. You wouldn't believe it looking at the trees in the property here, but just outside the property border, it is blowing a gale. It's the windiest it's been since I've been here, and it's like this little pocket is just protected from it all. That's solid hardwood too. Chop through it like butter. Lovely. That is now 4 very solid foundations. We have another important delivery coming today. I don't have a shed yet. I am thinking the shed site is going to be over in this area, but it is going to be months away considering I've got to get approval for it. I've got to get the plans. It's got to get made up. And in the meantime, I need an area for dry, secure storage. So I have hired a shipping container. It's on the way out. I think it's going to be a good investment to protect all my tools and gardening gear and everything. Are you going to bark at the shipping container men, buddy? This is the first big truck coming into the property, so it'll be interesting to see how it comes down the drive. He seems pretty confident. Pop up on there. Yeah. So second, take me back. So good. So she's a little bit out of skew, but these sides should sink down a lot more because they don't have the pavers. Thank you. Well, no doubt Ockie is going to be sad that he missed out on that, but I think safety-wise it was good not to have him involved. You missed nothing. Nothing happened. What's this? What do you reckon, Ock? So this is not going to be a permanent solution, obviously. This is going to be dry, secure, vermin-safe storage for a lot of my gear, including the lawnmower, which I have coming because I've got to start taking care of this land and this yard. I think Ockie likes the space. You didn't think I could go a whole video without visiting the Fig. This place has really become my refuge when I do feel overwhelmed. It's also just where I come whenever I want to connect more with the nature around here. I hope it is becoming a refuge for all of you too. I shouldn't talk and balance. This is a bad idea. I want to say thank you all so much again for all your name suggestions. Really, there was so many and some great ones out there. I am really leaning towards Birra at the moment, which, as I put forward last time, it is the old Aboriginal name for fig trees. And I think that is a really fitting name for the property. I just want to sit with it and give it some time before I kind of lock anything in. I think I'm going to wrap this video up now because I have one final guest coming for the week. He's a friend of a friend, his name's Dan, and he actually is a rainforest regeneration expert. So he is going to spend a few hours on the property showing me the best ways that I can take care of the land. He's also going to help me control some of the weeds around here so they don't overtake the natives and all that. And I'm just really looking forward to taking in knowledge from Dan and learning stuff that I can pass on to you guys. I think a big lesson I've had on my first couple of weeks on the property is that it's okay to ask for help when you feel overwhelmed, and whether that be from friends or professionals and in any aspect of your life. And I don't think in any means it's a weakness to ask for help. I think it's a strength to be able to, and I'm so blessed that I live somewhere that people want to visit, but also that I'm surrounded by a support network that just wants to help me out and see me continue to thrive. And I'm bloody thriving and it feels good. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Keep dreaming big. Be kind to yourselves. Be kind to one another. And let's get it. Ock, is Dan here, buddy? Ock, he says goodbye to. Bye, guys. Oh boy. Come at me, garden. God, how's this going? Oh, baby. Jeez. Oh boy. Makes me think of Saul for some reason.
He wants us to cut through our feet.
Shows the mold on the roof. Ugh. It's an air compressor. Oh, kettle's boiling. Nice.